Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 280 of Wool is the Answer on Friday, the 13th of March, 2026. I'm Marie.
And I'm Dominique.
Finally, we got there. Sorry, we were a few minutes late. We were just having a very funny discussion about something.
We'd both seen something completely different, so each of us knew we were right, but it contradicted what the other one was saying. So we've just had to sort it out, which we have done.
Yes, there you go.
Welcome.
Let's make sure I've got my volume up. I've got everything. Hello, everybody. Have we confused you because we come to you on a Friday? We'll soon find out.
I mean, I'm not even there yet.
If people start to join.
I've not got my pen, I've not got my pad, I've not got anything ready.
Oh, dear. Right. People are joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Right, that's it. I can see.
Can you see? I've got my little stand now. I've got a little stand. Look, I've got a little stand for my phone. Little stand so I can read it without having to balance it on. Well, you don't want to know what I normally balance it with. No wonder it falls over.
Right.
Right.
Oh. What did you just say? 280?
Episode 280.
Right.
Hello, everybody.
13th.
Everybody's joining. I was laughing today because I put my hair in pigtails, but this is hilarious because the underneath of my hair is dark at the back, which you can't see because the grey goes on. Look how dark. I look like a skunk.
Mine exactly the same.
It's hilarious. I look like
Cruella
de Vil. I don't normally see it because it's at the back. That side's not so bad, but that side is definitely. That shows how dark my hair is. It's hilarious. I'm like Cruella de Vil. I looked and thought, oh, well, there you go. Anyway, hello, everybody. We'll let you all arrive.
People are joining.
Good stuff. I had a good week, Dominique.
No.
Yeah, no. Moving on swiftly.
Yeah, moving on swiftly. I mean, you'll see by the lack of what I've got to show you. But do you know what? Life goes like that sometimes, doesn't it? So,
it does. Well, to those people who were at the retreat, and I'd mentioned, I don't know whether we really mentioned it, had we? But the wool winder decided to have a little breakdown, shall we say? A badge, I'll go for that. Yeah, I'll go for a badge, Anita. So the wool winder had a little bit of a motor issue, so it was trying to be repaired, and I think David has now rebuilt the whole flipping thing, and it works.
And he built it in the first place.
He did.
Hasn't he? So it's not off the shelf. You can't buy them. So it's not like you can just buy a new part.
So he was put under pressure the weekend of the retreat because it literally broke down.
On the Thursday.
Just before, wasn't it? I'd got all the Easter stuff done and all the blanket club, and then it decided it had been playing up a little bit, but it conked out. So bless him, he has been really busy. So I was pressurising him to, so he was like trying to do little bits to it. It all needed a complete overhaul, which has been done, and it's now working. We've got all the parts if we need to rebuild it again, so everything's there. So yeah. Episode 19, good Lord, that's a long time ago. I was just working out, the wool winder must be about 7 or 8 years old, mustn't it? And it's never had a major overhaul in that time.
No.
We had it before Yarndale, didn't we? The first Yarndale we did.
Yes. Which was either 18 or 19. 18. 18, because we'd done 2 before COVID.
So it is 8 years old then?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's doing well. It's going to get a new coat of paint. It's going to get a new coat of paint and a new tarting up. So, and a handle, so I can carry it. Because I use
the thousands of balls that has wound.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a workhorse.
Yes, it really has.
I love this little machine. I'm just tapping it here. I love this little machine. Yes. But yes, he was under pressure, but he did a good job, bless him. Sorted, all done. Right, I think we can get on.
Wendy's just said we were both wearing her first design on episode 19. Well, we first met you 8 years ago then, didn't we? Or 7.5 years ago.
It was when it was a mum's birthday, wasn't it?
Yes.
you all had the matching leggings on that Dominique then got
Yes.
gifted too. So it was your mum's birthday. That's when we first met you, and your
And I
mum was
think you
singing
were
your
a
praises.
You were a year convincing you to do your new design. And I've looked before, I can't remember when we started podcasting.
Oh,
But we weren't that far off. Episode 19 can't have been that far off
no.
before COVID.
Yeah.
Because there weren't many before we went live, so.
Planned maintenance. Well, he does maintain it every now and again, but it just had a kaputter. It had a kaput. Anyway,
Yeah.
It's done. Let's move on. Wendy, what was the first design? I can't remember.
It was the Wolds cowl.
Oh, it was. Was it? It must have been if we were both wearing it then.
Yes, I'm going to say I'm 100% sure it was the Wolds cowl.
Yeah, you're probably right. An oldie but goodie. Go and look it out on
Yes.
the website. It's still there.
Yeah, it is.
Made with double knit minis.
Yes.
Or you could use 100 gram and 100 gram
Well,
multicolour, couldn't
the
you?
pink and the undyed were 200,
Yeah.
were 100 gram balls. But yeah, a very, very nice.
It says 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. All that time ago. Right. Well, let's show what we've got today. Oh, before I forget, thank you for all your input on the newsletter. Some nice feedback. We are going to do it every fortnight. So that's why it didn't go out this week. So it'll be going out next week. I have put it in my diary so I don't forget which day it'll be going out. And we've been having a bit of a talk about it. We liked some of the ideas where people were saying they'd like a pattern.
I was going to say, I was just finding, we've got quite a few messages, but I just found this one. So Julia had said she really enjoys the catch up, would appreciate any patterns that catch our eye. There are so many patterns released that inevitably there are some lovely patterns that don't get the love they deserve. Also, any hints and tips that would improve the knitting experience, e.g. colour work, help.
Yeah. And so, we can put links to where we would go to look. You know, we could do that, videos, we could do links to videos and things.
So if there's something specific you're thinking of, let us know. But that made me think we can do lots of different things and we'll do not the same thing all the time. But I've just started, because I was putting together like a 10 summer teas, or so we can do things like that. If you've got a subject you'd like us to explore, we'll just put a list together of however many, and then we can share it. So we'll do the searching.
And it's going to be called Pattern Ponderings. So that'll be my title. So I've got my title already, so it can always sit in the newsletter. And yes, I was having a discussion and saying we have probably got into the habit of not flogging our stuff because we feel very conscious that we don't want to just come on here and go, oh, we've got this for sale, 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 and don't tell you anything else. And we do use other people's wool, you know, but we are going to start just showing little bits of, you know, colours that go together, and putting them in the newsletter as well. And
maybe a one skein shawl, and here's 3 or 4 colours that might look good in
it. Yeah. And going back into the archives and having a look at all these book goodies that are still in the cupboard, that are regular, but we sometimes get flurries on them, don't we?
Yes,
it always amazes us. Colours that are, because we do keep a lot of colours on the website, but it's interesting when we suddenly get a flurry. It's obviously how the algorithm works on social media, and it'll show people it again. So we're going to start doing it ourselves. So
we are. Wendy, absolutely. Wendy's just saying, do you want me to send any crochet patterns that she sees across?
Yes, please.
Because I think we're both guilty of it, but I definitely am. Because when I'm looking for patterns, I'm looking for knitting patterns.
Yes, that'll be brilliant, Wendy.
And that's wrong. I should do both. But Wendy, yes. Doesn't have to be themed, just send any you can and I'll bundle them all together and put them out where appropriate.
Yeah, and I can put them in the newsletter as well. So thank you for that.
Yes.
And again, you'll sometimes find if you're a member of our Knit and Natter on Facebook, you'll sometimes notice, and it'll probably usually be on either a Monday, a Wednesday, or a Thursday.
It's normally Mondays and Thursdays. We don't do it on a Wednesday as much.
That random patterns come in. Now we are quite, we do have rules in the group of like no promoting yourself unless you ask us. Ask us if there is something in particular. We can look at that, but we are happy for people to share patterns. That's how we've all got stuff. So that's usually when you see patterns coming in, it's because we've been talking about it.
With no comment.
Yeah,
with literally just a link to the pattern, because everyone on Knit and Natter knows what you're talking about, and we just go, I'll share it in the group.
Yes.
That's
it's really good. So that's why you'll sometimes find that there's loads of patterns just appear without any context. If we were more organised and put in, been talking about this in Knit and Natter.
But it's not always us that share it, is it? We're happy for other people just to go, not just patterns. I've just found this technique. Oh, share that with us.
Yeah. Or I've just found this special tool that does blah, blah.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'll try and be a little bit more on it, because I'll normally say to somebody, can you just shove it in the group? But I probably should just go in and put, this was mentioned on, but do you know what? We're probably not going to change much after.
No. And
baby steps.
It doesn't matter really where it comes from. We're just sharing.
No.
We're just sharing. So
I'm pleased, Sally, that you're happy for us to always flog stuff. But I think sometimes we forget, because we know a lot of you have followed us right from the beginning.
Yeah.
And we think you all know our standard colours. Well, there'll be some people who've never seen our standard colours. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, you forget. I forget.
Yeah. Don't we forget what's in the cupboard, don't we, Dominic?
Yep.
Anyway, would you like to see? Oh, I've got an abundance of stuff today. I've got cast-ons, I've got cast-offs, I've got new things.
Well, good, because I've got a cast-on that I can't show you at all. I've got a cast-on that I can show you with warnings, and I've got a cast-off that I think you might have seen, but I can't remember, and a blanket that's not even past month 2.
And I hope you've got something else to show us today.
I absolutely have.
Oh, that's all right then. Right, I will show you a cast-off. So I have finally finished the hedgerow make-along. And it's beautiful. I love it. I've blocked it. I've sorted out my bubbles. They're all sorted. So here it is. Oh, there. That's a bit better.
It is really, really nice. Them colours are lovely.
It's huge. It really is long. And I didn't do the full pattern, because pattern 4, it was a lot of just garter stitch border. Well, it's big. Do you know what I mean? It's big enough.
Yes.
So I am really, really happy with it. I've blocked it all out so you can see. Try and get my arms under it so you can see the lace. It's lovely and light. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a really nice.
How light is it?
How light is it? Strange enough, I've got my scales just here, because I knew you were going to ask me these questions.
It's not me. Well, I ask them for everybody else.
Yes, you do. It's just because I'm lackadaisical about it. Right.
Yeah.
The scales. I'll put it in a nice bundle.
Because it was 100 grams, wasn't it?
It was, but she did say that you wouldn't use all of the amount of wool. Do you know what I mean? So she did break it down. And bear in mind, I didn't do the full pattern.
You didn't do the full border, yeah.
130 grams.
I mean, that's really light.
It is really light, but look at the size shawl.
Yeah.
It is so beautiful. So that.
Does she break down how much you need of each colour?
Yes, she does on the pattern. Yeah.
So anyone that wants to go and do it now, you can go stash diving.
Yeah, you can go stash diving.
Yeah.
But I love the colours. So as we've established before, it's all in yak base, mustard, undyed, and the infamous one of a kind that we've tried to replicate, and it didn't come out as it was planned to.
No. And it's very close to other things we've got in the cupboard.
Yes,
so
it is very similar to other colours in the cupboard. But yeah, I'm loving it. Really nice pattern. Lovely to follow on. As we've said before, Helen's patterns, you get a lovely tick sheet. So you know where you are. You know how many stitches there are. Really good.
You know how far through you are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very, very on theme. It's very green, and we're very nearly St Patrick's Day.
We're very nearly St Patrick's Day. Very, very much on theme.
Yes.
And I'm an honorary St Patrick's because that's my birthday. That's the day I was born. So yeah, I'm loving it. Really like it. Perfect colour. Goes with my new green coat. Perfect.
Very, very nice.
Couldn't be happier.
Yeah, very nice.
It's a lovely pattern, and I'm sure it'll be released as a one pattern. Do you know what I mean?
She I don't know how long, within a month or so, but she always releases them once the make-along's finished.
Because I think it officially finishes on the 14th of March, I think, or it might have been this week, might have been early, I don't know. But there was a on Ravelry, to show you shawls and everything.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm very, very happy with that, and I love it. So
yeah. So
I would
need
definitely
to keep your
recommend
eyes peeled, because it will be released, won't it?
Yes, it will. And as I say, it is a little bit longer. There's probably about that much extra. But
yeah,
you know me, I like to finish early.
How's everyone else getting on?
Yes, because I saw Marjorie's was finished. Marjorie's, you all look beautiful in the Knit and Natter group. Yeah, it's in the Knit and Natter group. There's a lot on Instagram. If you search the Hedgerow MCAL, you'll find a lot of them there.
Right.
Which is where I went to have a look at what it looked like on the final bit to see what I could.
Yes.
Yeah, what I could do to adjust it.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm really happy with it. Really happy with the colours. Yeah, nice and drapey and not too heavy. Just nice for this type of weather. You're just going into a little bit warmer. We hope. You don't want a big, massive scarf on. So
yes.
Yeah, very happy with it.
Excellent.
Would you like to see another cast off then, if you haven't got much to go?
Yes.
Right. I mean, Sally, you can laugh at this, because at the minute I do appreciate I have been the queen of starting things and turning them into cowls. I do have to say that my Stephen West one, I am wearing a lot, that I turned into a little cowl like capelet thing. I really like it because it's not too heavy. Well, I've gone and done the same thing with my Stephen West Painting Bricks, which was in the yak base baubles box.
Oh yes.
Turned it into a cowl. So here it is. And I'm going to use the rest of it to make a jumper. I'm going to do the same sort of thing, not the bubble pattern, not the bricks pattern, but those colours, the undyed in between.
Yes.
So again, I know I'll wear this. I was probably being over ambitious when I was making the scarf, because what I'm like.
It was the Painting Bricks shawl.
Yes, but it's like a long scarf. It just comes out as a really long scarf. I mean, let's be honest, you know what I'm like. I do like my neck keeping warm, but I hate having too much, like, getting around my neck. So this is perfect. So I just sewed it together. So of course it should be that way. Do you know what I mean? You should just keep going and going and going. And all I did was, I haven't even blocked it.
So do you knit it widthways and make it really long?
Yes. So it was that way, and I made it narrower than it should have been.
Right.
It should have been quite wide, a bit like a schlanket. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's massive. But I love the pattern, and I think it shows off the yarn beautifully.
It looks so different because Jonah knit a cardigan out of it without any undyed. It looks so different.
It does, completely. But it's Joan that sort of inspired me to do a jumper with mine, because the colours just looked so nice together, didn't they? So yeah,
they look really, really nice.
I'm really pleased with that. So that's been turned into a cowl. And I've got quite a lot. Obviously, I haven't hardly used any wool. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to have plenty to make a jumper with the undyed.
And just while you're showing that, we have not put any of the Christmas colours on the website, which is we normally would. Probably not for the baubles, but somebody had already contacted us last week and said, was there any more? If you've had the baubles and want them colours again, I've got the recipe. So just let us know and we will dye them and send them out.
Just for context, because it is difficult, because the pink that's in it isn't solid magenta. That's magenta. They're not the same, but they're on a similar tone. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Well,
because there is magenta is in
Yes.
it with others.
And it is difficult on the yak basis to change them too much.
Yes.
So, yeah.
But
it's
yeah, so if I've got the recipes for all of them, for any of the Christmas colours, I've got recipes. If you want any of them, you just drop us a message and we can sort that out for you.
Yeah.
Because I dyed the green baubles last week for somebody.
Yes, yeah. I'm really happy with that. But yeah, I'm looking for. I don't think I'm going to start my jumper yet, because I've got a few other things on the go. But that's my plan. I'm going to see how this my alchemist shape goes, because I might even do it in that with stripes. I don't know. Watch this space. Let's see what happens. Can you
Wendy,
do?
I have no idea.
What day was it?
I mean, I was thinking, I don't even know what mistletoe wine was one from this year. If you tell me what day it was, Wendy, if you're doing the 12 days, you've got to tell me a day, because Marie named them and I have no idea what they're called, other than day one was Stay Another Day by
And that was the blue one.
Yes. So Wendy, absolutely I can do mistletoe and wine again. I just need to know what day it was.
And Lisa, was that day 7, Lisa?
Oh, is that because that was Lisa's favourite as well, wasn't it?
Is that day 7? I haven't even got mine here. I put it away in the drawer the other day. So that's my 2 cast-offs. So I'm really happy that I've managed to get those out of my basket. So that's enabled to me work on other stuff and cast something else on. So what have you been doing then?
Well, I've got a cast-off, but I think I'm going to have to just pull them out again. But I've cast off Joe's socks.
What's wrong with them?
I mean, can you not see the pattern? No, you can't, because it's there. They are enormous. I mean,
is the silk in the socks?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I made a pair of socks, the gingerbread ones, and they are huge on me. So it's obviously the silk.
There's not that much silk in there, but there is some. I mean, they are just so, and they were before I blocked them. I just wanted to neaten them out. So
you're not having much luck with those socks, are you?
So I just don't know what to do.
Why don't you just leave them like that?
Well,
because what size feet is she?
A 5.
Oh, so she's diddy feet.
Or a 6 maybe, but she's really petite. So the choices I have are: send them these with a note that says, these are massive, I'll knit them again. Or she doesn't know they're coming, she doesn't get them. So they're my 2 choices, and I just need to decide what I'm doing. But they're lovely. But I did keep saying, didn't I? They felt big as I was knitting them. I know I can undo the cast off and do that tighter, but
why don't you let her try them on? Because if it fits her feet, all right.
Yeah, I mean they won't, because they fit my feet. I might send them to her and say, I'm creating a rod for my own back if I do that, because then she knows they're coming. So I'm just deliberating. But the cast off, they're dry, they're really nice, they're really pretty.
They are beautiful socks.
They're just...
If they're not going anywhere, you can send them to my feet. My feet will be very happy with those, because you won't wear them.
I won't. Mum might get them, because
they need to be given to somebody, because they are beautiful.
Mum's not got big ankles, but Joe's so petite.
Tiny,
her ankles are so small. They're just... Anyway, so there might be a Mother's Day present. There might be a birthday present for Marie. They're beautiful. It's Feeling Festive by Ducky Darling. Really, really pretty. But I might have to go in my hand.
Or re-knit them. Just pull it out and just restart them again. Yeah. Now you know how much bigger they are. You can work out how many stitches you need to do.
I could.
But you're not going to, are you?
At the minute, that's not going to happen. Because if I'm going to re-knit her, I'll just re-knit her another pair of socks.
Yes.
And these can go somewhere else.
Yes.
Because they're fine. They work as a pair of socks, just not for Joe. So that's done.
I hope Jo appreciates all this effort that goes into her socks that you keep
She
making.
does. She really does, because I
Good.
wouldn't do it otherwise.
Yeah.
She's the only person that ever specifically asked for some. She's not asked for them, but because it's a 50th, I wanted to do something special.
Yes.
So I thought, oh, I'll knit them with silking. Well, I'm not doing that again.
Well, you
Anyway.
could, but just measure them and see how many stitches they're over, and then you know, don't you? You could knit another pair in silk.
I could, but
you're not going to. I'll shut up.
But it's like Joe's not bothered about that. I
Yeah.
was doing that because I knew.
Yeah.
Jo won't necessarily know. So that's them. Wendy, yes, 2 balls, 4-ply or double knit, sparkle or non-sparkle, Wendy, and I'll get that done. But it was a cast off. It was a cast off.
Good. What time of day are we on? 13th. The time is 1:30. We're halfway there. Do you want to do anything else while it's halfway
Do you want to do something else?
Yeah, let's do something else.
I mean, this is a surprise to everybody,
including me.
Marie. So we did tease you last week that there might be something new coming.
Yeah.
And because it is Marie's birthday weekend, 4-ply, no sparkle. Let me just write that down. 4-ply sock times 2 day 7.
Wendy, you're stretching this out.
So I thought I'm going to dye Marie a colour that we can share. I'm going to take Marie's 2 favourite colours.
Ooh.
And I'm going to dye her some
orange and green.
Orange and green, yeah. So this is...
Oh, perfect.
This is Fairy's Forest.
Oh, I like it. Oh, you mean we named it?
I've named it. It's on the website.
Oh, look at you.
I was going to send it. I was going to say, what do you want to call it? I thought, I'm just going to call it.
Oh, I love
Fairy's
it.
Forest.
Purple and green, my favourite colours.
So there's emerald in there. There's spruce, because everyone's really liking spruce.
Yeah.
And purple.
Love it.
Let me just...
Oh, is it available to buy now?
Not now. But now.
Now. Marion's saying that she's knitting a hat with part silking and had to go down a needle size. It would have made a cowl. It was huge. It does. It just knitting with the silk. I've
clearly not knit. I've knit with something with silk before, but it's got to have been a shawl or something.
Yeah.
So
I've noticed it with my jumper. That's beautiful. Thank you. Oh, it's even on sparkle. Look at you. You've got it wound, labelled.
So they were all dyed at the same time in the same pan. I've taken photos in daylight and I'm going to post them. Just how the top one is double knit, which always goes brighter.
Always.
The sparkle and the 4-ply.
Lovely.
So that
very nice. Like them.
It's available on all bases. The only thing I've not done, I could have done, but I didn't, is add an Aran option. So Marie's going to do that at some point, but if you want it on Aran, order it on double knit. It's the same price. Just put a comment that you want Aran.
Yeah, I'm hoping next week to get the Aran on the website, because there's another item that we're going to add on, hopefully. We may as well do this all in one. All in the middle. But thank you for that, Dominic. I love it. Lovely colours. I now just need to decide what to knit.
It was all going to be green for St Patrick's Day, but we've got lots and lots of green. So
I like that. Perfect.
It's nice, but right.
Yeah. And I'll have a sparkle, please, and I'll make a pair of socks. Thank you very much.
Right, hang on. Add a sock.
I'd leave your pen because you're going to be busy by the looks of things.
Well, I'm just doing that for Wendy. Right. Now, Marie's got a question to ask everybody.
Right. You know how I like a little bit of sparkle and I like a little bit of floof. Well, we're going to start doing some floof. but just not normal floof, because why would we do just normal floof? But you can now get floof lace weight with the little sequins in. Oh, I'm so happy. I sent a message this morning pushing me luck.
Last week or the week before.
Yes, I showed some, but that's different. It's not. It's not wool. It's on a like a tensile.
No, but it gives us.
Yeah.
For anyone that saw it, that's
the options you've got, because there's two choices that we can order. So and they're both the same price. We'll both be charging £18 for 50 grams, and I think there's 300 and something meters on each one.
Exactly 300 meters.
So your first option is I've forgotten what it was. Alpaca. Have you got it written down there? Because I've only got one written down.
I've got the website in front of me.
All right, you go for it then.
So you can either have 64% baby alpaca, 23% grade A mulberry silk, 10% sequins, and 3% non-superwash wool. But it's 64% alpaca and 23% mulberry silk.
Yeah.
Or the other option is 64% super kid mohair, 23% mulberry silk. So it's exactly everything.
Is it not kid silk mohair?
It's super kid mohair,
right,
with mulberry silk.
Yes.
So do you want alpaca or super kid mohair? Because we're only going to order one, and there's no point. Well, you wouldn't have known you'd had a choice.
No.
We make it difficult, but
if you can't make a choice, we'll make a choice.
Yes. But some people will always go one over the other.
Yeah.
They're going to be the same price, so.
Yeah, because I want to knit a Triscow in it, so I'll get Dominique to, when it comes, I'll get her to dye me that. Alpaca silk, people. That's one for an alpaca silk. Yeah, just let us know, because whichever's the most popular.
Yes.
We will go to alpaca silks. We can do whatever, but it's got very tiny sequins in it.
Yes.
Alpaca, looking like the alpaca's winning. I like alpaca. I can only wear Siri alpaca. Well, I think that's alpaca. I think that's looking like
which is what Marie was going for, but I thought more people would have gone the other way. But
yeah.
Right. Well, that's it.
Perfect.
So we'll get that ordered.
And I didn't brief them. I was pushing me luck this morning. I went out for a walk, and it popped up on Chester's had like announced that they were doing these, and I went, I'll just send Dominique a little message and just see how receptive she is at this time of the morning.
Well, I'd seen it and just deleted the email because I thought, well, I don't want that. But
how rude. Yeah.
Well, that's it. We'll go for the alpaca.
Let's go for the alpaca. So we'll get that ordered. I'll get Dominique to dye me some at some point, or I'll come up and dye my own, because I have got a few things to do either way. But I want to make a Trescow in it, so I will dye both at the same time. And what we're going to do is, yes, we'll decide on a few. Let's just ask you now, if you were looking for colours that you think will go with other things, because we're only going to really do it at the minute on solid colours, or would you want it on a multi? I'm thinking solid to hold with something else, because you hold it with something else. What sort of colours would you like to see at the minute? Because obviously we can't dye every colour, although it will be available on everything in a solid at the minute. Tell us what
because we're going to have to dye.
Going to have to dye some anyway for
even if we only do half a dozen, because we're never going to get them right, but we probably could do with just doing some.
Yeah. So what colours would you like?
It looks like. Yeah.
So just give us an idea. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like the pastel, the light colours that we do.
I mean, we'll do it like we do all the others. We'll do it as an undyed as well.
Yes. Yeah. And then I'll get whatever I'm going to get dyed up, and then we can take it from there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking purple. I'm thinking of purple for me, Trescow.
Yeah.
It'll just be interesting to see how they go. But yeah, I'm thinking the light colours because then it doesn't matter what you hold it with. You can hold it with a multi, can't you? And it can just add the tone in.
Yeah.
Pale aquas. Yeah, so all our pale colours that we do.
Yes.
Yeah, good stuff. That gives us an idea. Thank you for that.
And
Ooh.
they will, so that's when we were talking about the Aran, they will go on, it might be over time, but they'll go on every colour as an option.
I'm going to put them just on the solids at the minute though. And we'll see how it goes. And if people do say, can we have it on a multi, then we can add it to the multi. But I don't know, if I was looking at it, I would err on just a plain colour to go with whatever then.
Yeah.
Because you don't really use it, do you?
I've used it. The only time I've used it is doing them Parisian.
Mm-hmm.
And I used multis, oddly, didn't I?
Yeah.
But
anyway.
Yeah. But
I think if we do like a blue, a pink, a green, a purple, you know, every colour that we do in the pale colour.
Yes.
Right. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Right.
We can do that.
We can do that. While we're talking of silk then, my jumper. So I'm cracking on with it. So this is my Alchemist. So I'm now onto the ribbon. I didn't split, but I've had to take it in. I tried it on. I mean, it looks a bit obvious at the minute. You can see where I've taken it in, but I had to take it in because it was big. And I'm very tempted. I'm not going to be blocking it much, just gently.
Yes.
Because it really is growing the silk. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not doing the split hem, and I've doing when Victoria was here, I was asking her advice on a neat rib. So I've done twisted rib in the knit stitch, which has made it a lot neater, and I've only done it one by one. But it's got I think I've got about at least the same amount again, do you know what I mean, to do.
What's the pattern?
Alchemist.
No, sorry, what rib is the pattern? Does it say one by one?
Well, I don't know. I never looked
at right.
I didn't want to do 2 by 2 because my ribbon, even though I'm a tight knitter, can look a bit messy. Do you know what I mean? Not messy, it can just look, I don't know what I do, but this is definitely making it very neat. I'm liking that.
I always do a twisted rib on mine.
So I'm trying not to like mess about with it too much, but I have had to take it in a little bit. And in hindsight, I probably should have taken it in right from the top. But when I've got it on, you're not going to notice, and it has a bit of a block out. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
But I'm loving the colour. I'm loving the pattern.
What is the colour?
The colour is magenta on yak silk. I did say before when I showed the ball. I'm loving it. Really nice. So I'm cracking on with that.
I've just seen Eve saying she only ever holds fluff in navy or black. I think doing it on a navy or something like that might be a good shout, actually.
Yeah.
Because just to see what it does on darker colours. So
yeah, definitely.
Thank you, Anita. 2 by 2. The pattern.
Yeah, I thought it was, but I wasn't. You know, I didn't want it because I think it might have just made it even bigger at the bottom. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm really enjoying it. I mean, I had to hand wind that in a ball because the poor machine wasn't working, but I've now got my other 2 balls all ready. So
and I take it you've just gone knit a ball, knit the next ball.
Yes.
You're not helical or anything like that.
Hello.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think so, but
yeah. And to be fair, I think I'm on. Is that my second ball or my third? But that's my 3rd ball. Well, I don't think you can see where there's a. Can't see where it's joined, can you?
No. It's really strange because some colours, even when they're all done together, there's still slight variations.
But I think because it's tonal anyway, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not like one flat colour, is it?
Yes.
Which is what I like about our solids.
Yes.
The camera's not picking up, but in real life you can see there's like dark bits and lighter bits in it, and I really like that in it. So that'll go back in the bag with the others. Put it all back together again. So what else have you got to show us then?
Well, I've got to show you a cast on but it comes with warnings.
All right.
The
Cool.
one cast on I've just put to one side, you're not going to see that because I'm knitting it with a colour that you can't have yet. So there's just no point me showing it. But then I also I've cast on my tulips, everybody. But
Oh,
like
yes.
Marie said, it's not Easter. Now, we know those that got it at the retreat, most of them opened it straight away, but there are still some people that are keeping it for Easter, and that's absolutely fine. So I shouldn't have cast it on now, but I have. So I'm going to show you tulips. So if you don't want to see, look away, and I'll tell you when you can look back. I'm not showing it yet. I'm doing another sock set shawl by Lisa Overby because it was 100 grams, 2 minis. It's just the perfect thing. But instead of doing garters on each side, I'm doing stocking stitch because I much prefer it.
Yeah.
So look away if you do not want to see tulips, and I'll tell you when you can look back. So that is
Beautiful.
tulips. I have no idea why I've got it on sparkle. And
I mean,
that,
what's happening to you?
well, I think it was the one that was left over, and that's how it's knitting up.
Beautiful.
I'm really liking it in stocking stitch. So it's a way you can look back, everybody. It's an easy, I don't have to think about it. I love this pattern. The only thing I have to think about now is doing stocking stitch and not garter stitch on the edges. But I just thought it's going to look perfect. I know Victoria's cast hers on doing the same shawl, and it looks really nice.
In fact, I think if I might even do one myself in that. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do that or put it in a yoke of something. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
But while we're talking about tulips, the fabulous Jo Piccalilli has created her yarn tubs in conjunction with the tulips. She's very kindly gifted us one, and here it is now. I mean, just look at those little cute tulips on there.
Beautiful.
Jo, fantastic fabric, beautiful. So these are available on Jo's website. So the yarn tubs and also some roll down ones she's got as well. So, and I'm not sure she has the DPN holders as well. I know she has got some spring type ones on there anyway. But how cute is that? So get yourself over to Jo Piccalilli's because you know we all like. Look, they're just so cute.
They
my
are
wool's
beautiful.
My wool's in there, but I'm not going to show it because you know if you've had this one. But look, the lining. She always uses beautiful felt fabric inside. So there you are.
Yes. Yeah, but we're only a fortnight away from Easter, so
yeah.
I'll have got further on with it nearer to Easter.
I mean, we can't stop people knitting and showing it now.
No,
because
absolutely, but
everybody's got it.
We're just doing it.
We just don't know.
We shouldn't be the ones that
Yes.
spoil it for you.
Yeah. So if you're knitting with it and you're showing it, that's absolutely fine.
Yes.
You know, we can't stop you, but we just didn't want to because we know that some people were keeping it for Easter.
Yes.
Which is entirely up to them, isn't it? But we do know we were a bit early getting them out.
Yes. Yeah.
So
and I just thought, I'll cast it on, and then I didn't think anything of it. And like I say, I won't show my blanket because I've just started the third stripe of month 2. Well, you're all halfway through month 3. Some of you have already finished it. So,
well, I'll show you mine because I've done one lot of month 3. So this is the beautiful colour. I'm loving it.
Them 2 colours look really nice.
They do.
Together.
They look really. All 3 look really nice together.
They do.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's really strange because when you put month 1 and 2 together, I think they look really nice.
Yeah. And then those 2.
And then month 2, but they're my favourites at the minute.
Yeah, it's looking beautiful. And I have no idea what colour's coming next. Absolutely not a clue. I do know what colour's coming next, but I haven't looked. Yeah. I can't remember what's coming, so it could be any colour.
I normally don't know, but I do know because I'm going to dye it this weekend, so I had a look. But I think that needs to be a colourway with them 2 colours at some point in the future.
What 2 colours?
2 and 3.
But is 3 not very much like I think it looks very much like the Crown. That's the problem.
No, I think a
Oh, colourway with them both together.
Yes.
I'm with you. I'm there. Well, I'm thinking that depending on how popular the Easter box is,
Yes.
that might become a colour, potentially. Not straight away, but at some
Yes.
point.
Well, Wendy's wishing she'd ordered
Yeah,
it.
that's what's made me think. Wendy. Wendy.
It can be a colour. It can be
It can.
a colour.
That's the problem, Lisa. When you open it and there's other people about, that's usually how I lose things in this house. Not from a small son, but from a big adult husband.
Yeah.
So talking sweetie things, would you like to see my cast on?
Yes.
It's an oldie. So I bought this ages ago. Smarties from Attic Spin Dye.
You bought that at Stafford.
Well remembered. I couldn't remember where the heck I got it from.
Yeah, that was Stafford.
It's a good job you're here, Dominique. So
I don't remember much, but I don't know why I remember that.
That's it wound up. But I've added a bit more chocolate sprinkles to it. And it now...
Was it DK?
It's 4-ply.
Oh.
So I got 3. So I've added a bit more chocolate sprinkles to it and I've done that to it. So it's held double with yak 4 undyed
with the undyed yak.
I love it. Look at the size of that beauty. And guess what I'm making?
An alchemist.
What am I making, people? What am I making? I've made it double knit. What am I making?
Are you making a painting bricks? No, you were doing that with baubles. I have no idea.
Let's give people a... What am I making? What do you think I'm making?
It's got to be a garment.
Yeah. Let them catch up. No, I'm not making a cowl. Very funny, but not a cowl. Because I have got 3 balls of it, but I'll probably only need a couple of them. No. Does this help?
Is that a provisional cast on or a contrast cast on?
That's a provisional cast on. How beautiful does it look knitted up though? I'm loving it.
Well, I was going to say comfort
Yes,
base.
Beverly.
Oh.
Yes, I'm making a pelican.
I mean, not in a million years was that in my head.
Because I love them. So
not in a million years.
I love how it's...
You can still see the colours.
Yes, you can.
I wasn't going to say that word, but...
Yeah, you can see the little spark, the little bits of it in it.
Yeah,
so it really has knocked it back. So it's going to go with loads of things. So yeah, that's what I'm making, a pelican. So I've
well
cast
done,
on.
everybody.
Well done. So yeah, but it just, how different. That just goes to show, when we're talking about if you want to marl things, how different they look.
Yes.
From that. And it's beautiful wool. And I love it. I love that wool as it is. But I just wanted to tone it down a little bit just so it will go with more stuff. Do you know what I mean? And I really do like wearing my pelicans. So, yeah, I'll cast that on.
Yes, very nice.
So, with my giant ball of wool. But it just looks like, when milk chocolate starts to go funny and you get that strange colour on it.
Yes.
It just looks like that, doesn't it?
Yes.
So, that's my new cast on. Because why not?
Because why not indeed?
What else have you got to show us?
I mean, nothing.
Right.
That's it. I mean,
I've got to say, Victoria left me this book and I've started it.
3 bags full.
It's the Sheep Detective story, the film that's coming out soon.
Just move your hand. Who Swan?
Leonie Swan with 2 n-n's. Yes. It's amusing. I've started it. I haven't got very far with it. So thank you for leaving this for me, Victoria. But never mind that. Look at this, Dominique. I'm going the wrong way. I've spent more time playing with this, Victoria, than I have anything else.
Oh.
I've been just sat doing that, trying to see if it gives me any clues on anything. Don't think it does. But I'm
Because
enjoying
they've
it.
made a movie of it starring Hugh Jackman, and it comes out, I think, on about the 18th of May.
Yeah, and Emma Thompson's in it as well.
Yes.
So I wanted to read the book first.
Because I'd seen the trailer and Victoria was saying, is it set in Ireland? I said, no, I think they were all Australian. She said, well, the book's set in Ireland. I said, well...
They weren't all Australian. They all had different... They all were using their own accents.
Yeah. But there definitely was some Australian in there.
But they were using their... Because Emma Thompson just is Emma Thompson's voice.
Yeah, well, I did say Emma Thompson did just say, sound like
Because we
Emma
were
Thompson.
watching it and...
So it is set in Ireland. The film is set in
Yes.
Ireland.
Oh, have you read it, Audrey? I'm looking forward to it. I've started it and it's making me giggle, but that has made me more entertainment just looking at the pages, flicking them over. So that's my current read at the minute.
Well, having started Miss Winter in the Library with the Knife, I was really enjoying it, but Life, Retreat, I've not read. And then I picked it up this week and I've read 100 pages in the last few days. But I'm now, as sometimes happens, I've just got The Killer Question by Janice Hallett. I've been to the library, picked that up today because that was waiting. So
that's a new one, isn't it?
Yes.
I'll be interested to see what it's like.
Well, so now I'm in two minds. I'm only halfway through the first one. I'm not sure I can finish that and read Killer Question in 3 weeks because I've only got 3 weeks, so I might have to jiggle them about. But yeah, I've that's all I've wanted to do this week is read, and I am devouring that first one. But I think I might have to just put it on hold.
Yeah. Oh.
But
well, Audrey, if you've read it, I need to read this before the movie comes out. Maybe we could go and watch it at Gainsborough on an afternoon and watch the movie. But I don't want to go and see it until I've read the book.
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry.
No, you're all right.
Just speaking of things coming out, the next Marlowe murder mystery TV series starts on Wednesday.
Oh, well done. I'm
guessing on You and Alibi, but I don't know. But it's the 18th of March. Ooh, starts next week.
Oh, very good. Very good. Sorted then. But I need to read the book first. So the only thing I want to show you quickly in my little Jobic Lily light up
glow
thing.
In the dark.
Glow in the dark. Oh, yes, because Marion had put the link on the WhatsApp, hadn't she, about the movie? But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far, Beverly, so I hope you do too. So this is my progress on the little simple short scarf I'm making with the little thing. See the odd sequin peeking through, can't you? It's really difficult in this light to try and catch it. But I've simplified life. Instead of having 3 bags, I wound the wool together. So the two skeins I wound together, so my lace and the 4-ply, and then I've just got me sparkly blue separate. So at least I'm not having to carry millions of little bags around. So I put it in a larger bag.
Which yarn?
It was out of Sue's stash.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
I was thinking, why have I not? Yes.
That was our lace from a million years ago, the turquoise lace.
Yes.
And then I can't remember what it was, I'll be honest.
No, that's fine. Because I was thinking, why have I not got that written down from last week? But that's
you can just sort of see the. You can see it better in. Oh yeah, you can see it there when I'm moving it. Yeah, really pretty. So I'm just sort of I just used me Sophie Hood bit and then I'm just making it up, you know. So that will be coming with me tomorrow on the train because it'll all go in a nice little bag, all together like that, all fastened in, tucked in, sorted. And I do like the little cards that Joe sends with your little bags that you get. So that's me.
I've not got anything. I can't show you. But the reason I'm here tonight and not at the table is another reason I've not got any knitting done.
Oh,
And it's all Victoria's fault.
oh dear.
Because when Victoria came for the retreat, she bought me a jigsaw that I've started. And I'll show you the picture. That's it.
Victoria might have done her in, I think.
It's a solid colour. It's the Ravensburger Crypt. And I am 6.5 hours in.
Oh, how much have you done?
I'm not quite halfway there, I don't think.
Victoria, how long did it take you to do?
Victoria didn't time herself, but she thinks about 8 hours.
I don't know how the
So
pair
I
of you do it.
started last weekend, and then I've not done any this week because it's more difficult in an evening because the light, you need good light. So today at about 2 o'clock, I thought I'm going to just do half an hour, and then I ended up I sat there thinking, I need a wee. I'll just do one more piece, and then I had to set an alarm to.
Because they're all funny pieces, aren't they, as well?
Yes. I mean, it is a challenge.
You see, I'd just look at it and go, "You're having a laugh." No, thank you. Bye-bye.
But it is good. But
one-handed, that was a challenge as well. You need to tie one behind your back, to be fair.
Yeah, so I need to get this finished this weekend, and then I can get back to knitting because I can't do both. And at the minute, that's the only thing I want to do. So,
well, you maybe if you challenge yourself to do knitting one-handed and jigsawing at the same time, you'd beat Victoria hands down, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it is good to challenge yourself, but
when do you want to know she's out the bad books?
No.
I mean, yes, I don't think I've been forgiven for the candy cane.
It's a different kind of challenge because the small ones are all the same shapes. So that's really difficult. Whereas here, at least, you've not got a pitch to look at, but you know what shape you're looking for, even though they're all really, really odd. I like a challenge. So I like to do a challenging one and then some easy ones. But I do think after this one is done, I'm going to start the 5,000 piece one. That is, sometimes your brain can't do anything other than find pieces to fit other pieces. And that's what I've needed this week. So that's what we've done.
Well, I'm pleased it's working for your brain because that would just make mine explode, I think.
I will take a picture of my progress tomorrow in daylight, but it is, yes, very, very good.
Well done.
So, right, thank you, Victoria.
So the new colourway, which is
Fairies Forest.
Fairies Forest.
I mean, I'm going to show you, but you won't be able to read my writing.
Fairies Forest.
Because it just felt quite foresty.
And fairy-ish.
And fairy-ish. It is available now.
It's very nice. Thank you very much for doing that. So that is available, and I will hopefully, don't hold me to it, but next week I'm going to try and get on and get all the colours available in Aran. And while I'm on it, I'll put the solid colours available on the floof. And Dominique will get some ordered. Do you just put it back in the box? Yeah, you will.
Do it, yeah, I do.
And then
I mean, that won't. Caroline might want it. There's not many people. Beverly might want it. If there's anybody that wants that after me, let me know because I'll pass it on. But normally I'm quite good. I normally take the edge pieces off first, put them in a separate bag, so whoever does it next doesn't have to do any sorting. And then I just crumple it all up, put it in the box, move on to the next one.
Oh, you're very good. You're very good.
Yeah.
Right.
So I will endeavour to have more knitting for you next week, but that's going to depend on the jigsaw.
I can't think of anything else. So have a good week, everybody.
We'll be back on Thursday next week,
Back
won't
on
we?
Thursday next week, yes. Yes, because is it the wool show that weekend next week?
Yes.
Yeah. So we are heading to East Anglia Yarn Festival. So we'll be podcasting Thursday.
Back to normal.
Yeah, back to normal on Thursday.
Yes.
So have a lovely weekend, everybody.
Have a good week, everybody.
And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.